The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances.
And I'm Lady D. Today we will be talking about mugwort. So this is my jar of mugwort. The Latin phrase name is Artemisia vulgaris, and that translates to common mugwort. So that's what this is, common mugwort. There's another strain that's Western mugwort, and it is from the Aster daisy family. So the leaves are edible, and you can make tea from the leaves, flowers, and the roots. And you can replace it with hops if you had to. So hops is used in beer. I don't know if you know that. So today we're going to make a tea with our mugwort. I'm going to go ahead and light the tea light in my warmer. It lit nice today. You don't have to fight with it. And here is my glass teapot. It has the insert here. This is where I'll actually be putting the tea in here. Let's see. You guys know I don't really use much of a formula. So that's 2 heaping teaspoons with my tea broom teaspoon. Maybe we'll do one more. So mugwort is known for dreams, like enhancing dreams. A lot of people will burn it or smoke it to enhance their dreams and or drink the tea. So today I have my teapot right here with the water hot. Let's see how I can do this so you all can see it. And I usually eyeball this too. So I'll probably do about 8 ounces or so. Maybe a little more. Because you probably saw the mugwort was fluffy. And we want to get all of it moist. So like now there's some that's not moist. I want to add a little bit more water. Yeah. Okay, so now it's all moist. And it looks like it needs just a little help. So let some of that strain down. There's a mugwort. I said it's fluffy, so it's expanding. If you can see how it's all gathered at the bottom. So it's struggling a little bit. Isn't that beautiful though? It's struggling just a little bit to drain. So I'm gonna let that sit while it brews and strains. And I may have to tend to it every few moments to lift that insert up so it can drain. You gotta be prepared for little glitches, right? So as you saw, the mugwort is nice and fluffy. And like I said, the leaves are edible. You can make tea with them. So medicinal uses of the mugwort is as a tea, which we're making now, a tincture, which can be made with alcohol, mostly vodka. Some people use brandy. And there's also a glycerin tincture. It's a different process, but if you can't have alcohol for whatever reason, you can make the glycerin form of tincture. They just call it glycerite. And then the oil. So mugwort infused oil, you can fill a jar with mugwort and then pour olive oil over it. And shake it every day and let it sit for about 4 weeks. Then you can strain the mugwort off, and you'll have mugwort oil. And you could burn it as a smudge or smoke it. So some people do smoke it, and it's calm and cleansing, said to promote good dreams and it clears the area of negativity. So, like on the spiritual sense, it allows people to have good dreams, so they can have more lucid dreaming and clears negative energy if you burn it. So, actually, I'll show you now. I have two different incidents that I've made from with the mugwort. This one is called Sacred Space. So, it has a mugwort and copal, white copal, which is a resin. So it smells wonderful. And then this one here is called Dreamscape. So, again, to help promote dreams, good dreams. It is mugwort and it has lavender, actual lavender flowers, and rose petals. And there's just a few of the ingredients in these two. And they both smell amazing. And it makes the house, clears out energy, negative energy. So, I would like to say here that none of these statements are approved by the FDA. So, the tea, it helps balance hormones, it's an antispasmodic, and it promotes healthy circulation. That's also for the infused oil. So, I think it's broken down today as far as body systems. So, as far as menstrual, the tea helps with cramping, excessive bleeding, and it also brings on the menses. So if you have excessive bleeding during the menses, it helps slow that. But if you haven't had your menses and you need to have it come, you could drink the same tea to help bring it on. And then the smoke has been used to bring a baby from a breech position. So therefore, if you have digestive issues, mugwort leaf tea or the tincture is beneficial for the digestive system and it's healing and restorative for the intestine. So that's good to know. If you have an upset stomach or you're not feeling well and you have mugwort, you can use that. It's also used for constipation, menses, slow down the menses. It's also if you have constipation, so you're blocked up, but if you have diarrhea and it's too loose, it helps slow that. So it works. So if you have gas, bloating, and intestinal worms, it's a natural and gentle laxative and restores balance in the GI tract. Okay, so for liver health, it increases the bile secretion in the liver, and it helps over time. It can help detoxify your liver, blood oxygen, and blood flow throughout the body, and it improves blood cell generation, and it lessens the chance of blood clots, and it lowers the blood pressure. And again, I would like to say that these statements are not approved by the FDA. So, and then I do have a note here that is not to be used during pregnancy. So you don't want to ingest it during pregnancy. Like I said, the smoke has been used to help move a baby from a breech position. So if you have respiratory issues, because I've been dealing with that, lately. So if you have respiratory issues, asthma, the common mugwort, which is this Artemisia vulgaris, it excuse me, helps relax the brachial tubes and opens the airway. So if you have the tea or you steam it, you can put your towel over the bowl and inhale it. It opens the airways, or and it also helps with the yeah, bronchial inflammation. So as far as the nervous system, like for epilepsy, convulsions, and it's a nervine, so there's a sedative effect. So it acts as a sedative, and it helps ease epilepsy and convulsions. So, and again, it has antispasmodic properties that can control seizures in some epileptics. So we don't want to say all, so some epileptics. Not promising a miracle cure here. So it decreases the severity of seizures and increases the time between attacks. So you can use it again as a tea or a tincture, and the leaf seems to work the best as far as slowing down seizures and the duration in between seizures, time between seizures. Yeah. So as far as the skin, mugwort is soothing to the skin. It helps relieve pain and itching from poison ivy, which I have not experienced that, thank goodness. But it says it relieves pain and itching of poison ivy. And remember, leaves of three, leave them be. Okay, that's poison ivy. So it helps with rashes, burns, and other skin irritations. So you can make a paste by grinding the fresh leaves and stems into a paste with the mortar and pestle and maybe a little water. But if you're out and about, you could chew it with your spit and apply the paste to the affected skin or wound. So it's also can be used as a topical antifungal, and you can use the tea or infused flower oil. So, like I shared in other videos, you could take the tea, soak a towel with the tea, and put it on the skin wherever you're irritated at, and works as a topical um, wash. So to rest, and again, we double, come full circle back to sleeping and rest. Mugwort, a lot of people have had success using mugworts to sleep, treating the sources of fatigue and insomnia. It has a sedative effect, helps the body to relax, improves sleep with the mugwort as a tincture or a tea or even a bath. And again, the smoke also helps with lucid dreaming, and a lot of people can remember their dreams or have vivid dreams, and possibly even improve astral travel and astral projection. So that's on the spiritual aspect of it. But anyhow, I do want to say that the tincture does inhibit the growth of numerous bacteria. And again, the tincture is when you use the alcohol to render the oil. I'm not sorry, to render the plant matter into alcohol. And it lasts for several years, a tincture does. Lunar Love by Denise, where everything is handmade in small batches. You can reach me at my Etsy website or at my email address and place your order. I'm also known as Lady D. Thank you. So let's check on the tea. It's still trying to drain. Let me show you. Look at that color. It's a nice dark, like amber. Yes, that is hot. The water was hot and the tea light's hot. I'm trying to get it to drain a little more. No, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on the plate. I have this beautiful plate. I'm gonna set it on. And the plate says "Love by the moon, live by the sun." I've showed it before, but in case you haven't seen it, it's really cute. I got it from Quirky Cup Collection. A lady in Australia, and she let us know recently that I think as of August 28th, she couldn't ship to the U.S. because of tariffs. So we're not going to speak on that, but a lot of us here can't get things from other places because of the high prices. Well, hopefully one day that'll be remedied. But back to tea. Back to tea. Trying to spill the tea on these tariffs. But anyway, that beautiful amber color. So today, get this beautiful teacup set. So this is by Nortake. Nortake. It was made in Japan. This is the wedding veil pattern. It's like a baby blue. Can't really see it, but around the rim has this beautiful raised pattern. We call it wedding veil. It's light china. It's beautiful. So if you are interested and you would like to have the same teacup set, you can go to my eBay page and you can purchase however many you would like to own for yourself. So I think today we're gonna use sugar. Y'all know I usually like to use the rose honey. Today we're gonna try some sugar with it. Why not? I don't know how much I want to use. We'll just put a little bit and go from there. I want to make it too sweet. So today we're not pouring it into a different teapot. I still want you all to get that ASMR of the pour. I love that sound. Yeah, it's beautiful. It wasn't loud enough, but it was still there. So this is the Mugwort tea. I'm excited to try it because I've burnt the incense and inhaled the aroma of the smoke. And I've experienced some lucid dreaming from that. Able to wake up and write down the dreams, and that's another key if you wanted to experience the mugwort for lucid dreaming. Just have a notebook and pen by your bed. That way when you wake up you can capture it, or even whenever you have flashes from that dream you can capture it, write it down and make it plain, right? So you hear me clear my throat, so hopefully this will clear up some of that, open my bronchioles up. It's a nice earthy flavor. Now, this is my first time experiencing it as a tea. I like it. And it does have a soothing, calming effect. I only had 2 sips, but I'm letting you know I do feel a soothing, a calming, opening up my bronchioles. I'm going to sleep good tonight. Okay, I don't want to be rude and enjoy the whole cup in front of you. I want to share with a friend. But Yeah, this is enjoyable. Okay. So you guys are my friend right now, so I'll share this cup with you. Some mugwort and this beautiful Nordic wedding veil baby blue pattern, because I have one that's not blue, but this one's even more rare, the baby blue pattern. It was it's discontinued, and I forget the year now. I want to say, yeah, I don't even want to make that up. I don't remember the year when this was made, but we are going into the vintage age, and I like vintage stuff. So if you like it and you like to own it, just go ahead and click that link. So I want to say thank you for joining me with Tea for Tea and Herbalism with Lady D. We had a new experience of having mugwort tea together. Learned about mugwort, Artemisia vulgaris, the common mugwort. We learned that we can drink it as a tea. We can put it on our skin as an oil or with the tea on a towel. And then we can burn it, smudge our space with these different, and actually I need to put these on my Etsy page, but these are my if you want the incense, you can also check out my Etsy page. Give me a couple of days. I'll put that out there for you. And I'll be more than happy to ship it out to you. And it has a lot of different health properties that are not approved by the FDA. But we know the plants and herbs have been around longer than medications. I'll leave that right there where that's at. Thank you for joining me, Lady D, for Tea and Herbalism with Lady D. Uh, Please like and subscribe. Share it with a friend and let others know that we're learning and teaching about herbs over here. If you want to donate to the network, please on PayPal donate to Our Gains II. If you want to donate to the host, myself, my Cash App is $Naturalista. Yes, $Naturalista. You can also click the links. We'll put it down below. And thank you for joining us.